G'day, bonjour, howdy, and welcome to the Pottervision Podcast, the podcast where every single week, myself, Lucas Kirkby, and a gentleman I'd like to introduce you to, it's Tom Lorrington. We have a look at these chapters of the Harry Potter book series, and we use that to inspire our convo. This week, we're on episode 82, and we're on chapter 25 of Book 4, The Goblet of Fire, The Egg and the Eye. Tom, would you like to meet our audience?
Pleased to meet you, audience, for the first time. I've realised that we're 80-odd episodes in, and I've never met you. I've just been talking at you. So please take a moment to introduce yourself. Lovely.
How are you, Tom?
I'm all right, yeah. I feel good. We had a jam-packed week this week. We did 3 gigs. We did 2 at Manchester, at the Salford Lowry, and then we did 1 in Leeds the day after. And can I just say, they were some of the best gigs of my dirty little stinking life.
Oh, they were absolutely wonderful, and it's been an absolute pleasure to meet some Pottervision listeners on the way.
That's been the highlight for me.
Yeah.
No, actually, having amazing gigs has been the best. But an added bonus was meeting the Pottervision listeners, because nothing warms my heart more than someone telling me how much they like my podcast. Do you not agree?
No, it's been absolutely lovely, and I think people, it's strange to me how they know us so well.
I love it. I'm like, excellent. This is how every stranger should be with me.
Do
you know, everyone should know exactly how you are.
I know.
Good, thank you, yes.
There was a bloke in Manchester who asked me how Poppy was. I thought, she's good.
How is Poppy?
Yeah, she's very well. Because Poppy's only ever met about 8 people, full stop, in her life.
She's shy.
She's shy. She hides in a little hidey hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah. How's your feathered friend? How's Connie?
Connie's good. She's she's just enjoying herself lately.
Yeah.
She's staying in, watching telly. She's got some time off work due to stress related stuff. She's fine.
Yeah. What does she do for work? I don't think you've ever said.
She's a care home worker.
I don't know why that's so funny. I think it's just not what I was expecting. She's a care home worker.
Yeah.
With the elderly.
Yes, sometimes she floats between all different people who need care. She likes to mix it up a bit.
Yeah. Sometimes it might be the elderly, other times it might be palliative care. She just enjoys herself, doesn't she?
Yeah.
No wonder she's so bloody stressed. Well, that's lovely.
I know.
What's she watching on the telly?
I don't know. 2 broke girls.
She loves it. It reminds her of herself and her cousin Debbie.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good.
But yeah, it was great meeting people at like Leeds and Lowry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nice. Yeah. I don't meet people that often. Like a lot of people, yeah.
We only meet each other, don't we?
Meet each other, and then I meet people in supermarkets, and I get stressed out. Not people I know or anything, just I go in supermarkets. I hate being in supermarkets, do you?
There's some things I like and some things I don't. I don't like the awkwardness of being like, waiting for somebody to choose a yoghurt. And you're like, I know what yoghurt I want. Get out the way, I'll be picking it up.
Well, if I'm trying to choose something, I could be trying to choose something obscure, like I'll be back at the supermarket, right at the back, picking up some like fruit cake or something, some fruit loaf, and there'll be someone trying to limbo underneath my legs, trying to get to it before I am, even though it's like fully stocked.
Yeah.
People, honestly, I've got no spatial awareness, and I resent them for that.
Oh, if you're listening, we resent you for that. Yeah? Wait patiently, I'll go to it.
Listeners, I'm sorry, but this episode of the pod keeps getting disrupted by technical difficulties. We keep trying to record, and my computer keeps crashing, taking the recordings away from us. But I was at a birthday party today. I was at my baby nephew's first birthday party. My parents turned up with a box that had one of them, them cars that everyone had when they were a little kid.
Oh, yeah, that you get in.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Be in the garden.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a roof on. My parents had brought it in a box, unassembled, right?
Hey, that's fun.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
how else would they get it? You can't put it in the car. could
Yeah,
you?
that's true. That's true.
So they got there, and then they just put it in the garden. And when the other grandparent got there from baby's other side, he was sent to start assembling it.
Right.
This gift he hadn't even brought. Not by my parents, by either, I don't know, someone else.
Yeah.
And then I was in the kitchen and my dad goes to him, "Oh, sorry, David. I couldn't assemble it before I got here." And then he was like, "No, it's fine." And then I just started laughing really loud.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it
yeah.
made it look like that was their plan all along.
Yeah,
even though it wasn't. And I was cackling like a madman. And then my parents looked at me going, "Shut up." Yeah.
Oh, poor David.
I got something to ask you.
Oh, yeah.
On a secret episode of Double Vision, you were telling me you were going to Speak Hall to be a court jester. Every so often you've been doing it, but it had been put on a hiatus by the pandemic.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of these reenactors who take it upon themselves to put you in the stocks,
Yeah.
even though this isn't in the script. They put you in the stocks,
Yeah.
and they humiliate you in front of all your loved
Yeah.
ones, don't they?
Yeah. And they love doing it, right? I think it's the highlight of their year because they always tell me how they're going to do it. And, like, because I've been there, it's probably about the 7th year I've done it, every May bank holiday weekend. And they're like, right, we're going to get you this year. And I've been put in the stocks, I've been whipped, I've had sponges thrown at me. But anyway, this year I went, and on the first day, they were all like annoyed. So I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" They're like, "Oh, nice to see you, nice to see you." And they're like, "Oh, they've not got us any stocks this year." So I was like, "Oh no, that's terrible."
Oh, how bad.
Anyway, the next day they're like, "Right, someone's gone out to buy some stocks." Where'd you get stocks from? What commitment to whipping me? But they didn't manage to get any in the end, so they just whipped me on the lawn. Just got me on my knees on the lawn and whipped me.
Did it hurt?
It's not painful, but I can't describe it as pleasant. Yeah. But they make a big joke of it. They're like, "Right, we're going to give him 10 lashes. We want you all to count with us, children."
How old are these blokes?
Like 50s, 60s?
I'm going to give them one word right now.
Yeah?
Perverted.
Well, it's a woman that whipped me.
You're in your early 20s, right?
Yeah.
For someone in their 50s to be whipping a boy in his 20s
Yeah.
is... it's upsetting to me.
Yeah, I know. But, well, it was upsetting to a boy because his mother complained to the office. He got upset.
How did that play out?
I don't know. All I heard was, like, later on, they're like, "Ooh, a boy complained and got upset that we whipped you." I was like, right.
What does that tell you?
All right, same time again, 2:30.
You get another whipping at 2:30?
Well, I think out of the 9 shows, I only got whipped 3 times. And that's a pretty good ratio compared to normal. I only got whipped 3 times, mother.
If I'm ever driving, and I say this in jest,
Yeah,
and I see these 2 reenactors crossing the road,
yeah.
let's just say I'm going to pretend to be blinded by the sun.
Thank God I've never shown you a picture. You'd murder them. They're only having a bit of fun at my back's expense. Hey, but I'm glad you brought up me being a jester because I wanted to tell you something that would delight you, I think.
Okay.
So at the end, I do about a 25-minute performance, right? There's a bit of juggling, there's a bit of dancing, there's a bit of singing. I do some limericks, some riddles for the kids to try and figure out, right? And I finish every show with a story, right? And I make up a story on the spot, but I get 2 kids to come up, and every time I tap them on the shoulder, they tell me the next word of the story.
You didn't tell them the story of the bunny and the rat, did you?
No. Or what was it? Pig face or something? No, pig soup. Patreon listeners will remember Tom's story of pig soup. Oh, remember that one where he palmed off just his stand-up bit as a fairy tale?
What was that monkey one?
I can't remember.
Do you remember the monkey one where the monkey and the lion, I think it was?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Or the lion tricked the monkey into having sex with its own child.
Oh, yeah. Was that an actual fairy tale, or did you just make it up?
It's a real fairy tale. Look it up.
Bloody hell. So anyway, I start telling this story, right? So before I start, I go, right, who's going to be the main character of the story? Should it be a princess? Should it be a dragon? Should it be what? Kid goes, a prince. So, right, a prince, right. And what does the prince like to do? Play football. So I was like, right, this is the story of the prince that played football, right? So we had this big old story. It was fantastic, right? And there was a dramatic, game of football where it was 1,000 each, and then they had to have a penalty shootout. And they finally win the football game, and I said, oh, and then they started a big chant, a song that would float throughout the centuries, the eons. It would be remembered for an age. And this song was... And do you know what this kid said?
What?
What would you say? What football song do you like?
Vindaloo.
He said Vindaloo.
Go on, lad.
He was about 5 years old.
On,
I was
lad.
like, Vindaloo by Fat Les. He was like, yeah. And then I got the whole crowd to sing Vindaloo outside this Tudor mansion.
God, I wish I was there. That sounds like one of the most beautiful moments in English history.
It was really lovely. Everyone go, Vindaloo, Vindaloo. I was like, it's not how I thought this show would end, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I thought you'd like that, because you like Vindaloo, don't you?
I do love Vindaloo. It's one of the most beautiful songs ever known to man.
Have you been up to much else this week, apart from being with me most of the time?
I've been with you most of the time. That's been nice.
Hey, I got to see outside your work the other night, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, I've never known where Tom works, but I gave him he'd left his car at work before coming to the Manchester show, and I gave him a lift to his car, and where he works, it's a building.
It's a building, isn't it?
It's a building with a car park.
Oh.
And now I've been there, I can say.
You loved it, didn't you?
I loved it, Year 7.
Yeah, I got no news to report. I think my mind has been swollen up this week with happy memories of meeting, I don't know, people at shows. That's been lovely. There was a thing at Leeds where I went, feel free to come up and say hello. And even though it was a full show, less people came up to say hello than ever. They all looked at me and went, needy?
Please say hello to us.
What a needy, lonely bloke.
But no, it has been a genuine bloody delight. If you listen to the podcast and
then
you come to a show, say hello.
We went and sat in the bar afterwards, and the barmaid came over and she said, do you lads mind going back and sitting in the green room? You're depressing people.
She didn't.
She did.
She didn't. Hey, and we had, supporting us in Leeds, KCJ.
Kevin Caswell Jones.
Famous on the podcast for sending in his letters. He's fantastic. And he did really well, didn't he? One of the best support acts we've had.
Now famous on the live shows, on the Leeds show, for stripping an audience member naked.
Oh, yeah, an audience member followed him off stage and then came back with his top off.
Was that Lloyd?
It was Lloyd. If you're listening, Lloyd, those nipples are ingrained in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lloyd was a fantastic sport. Well done, Lloyd.
There was a few big strapping lads at that Leeds show, weren't there?
Oh, God, it's like the gym locker room, wasn't it?
Big, strong lad who got a picture between us. I think maybe called Jamie. I forget his name.
Maybe called Jamie.
Or Rob, maybe? That sounds about right.
Maybe Rob. He looked like a Jamie or a Rob, but he had a big Viking beard, enormous biceps, and, a broad frame.
He lifted you above his head and he threw you into the...
Had he had the gumption, he would have cracked me like a walnut.
Oh.
And I'd have welcomed it.
I think I'd like all my bones in my body to be broken.
Like all at once?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Post me somewhere. Post me, dear father.
Yeah, bit by bit, like what do you call it? A kidnapper.
A kidnapper, Your Honour.
Now, Tom.
Yes, brother.
Are you ready for a chapter 82, well, chapter 25 rundown of this bloody chapter?
I want that more than anything in my life.
Chapter 25, The Egg and the Eye. So Harry decides finally to go to the prefect's bathroom and take his bloody egg with him. He strips nude, he gets into the bubbles, and he thinks, what to bloody do? He opens it up, it's screaming away, and then a little voice goes, oh, you should try putting it under the water. And he goes, bloody hell, it's Moaning Myrtle, don't look at me naked body. But he puts the egg under the water, and they sing a song, seek where it will be found, we are under the ground. And he thinks, what the bloody hell does that mean? He figures it out, it's the mer people in the lake.
It's the mer people.
And they're going to be taking something very precious to him. Ooh, what could that be, I wonder? Anyway, he's on his way back out under the invisibility cloak, but he sees on the Marauder's map Barty Crouch snooping through Snape's office. I think, bloody hell, I thought he was ill. What's that all about? He decides to go and investigate, but he drops the egg down the stairs, falls into a trick step, and he gets stuck. And then Filch and Snape are having a conversation. Moody turns up. Harry nearly gets caught, but he escapes. And then Moody takes his map off him and says, be careful. And that's it. That was the egg in the eye. What a chapter.
What a brilliant chapter.
Brilliant.
It was brilliant.
He's my brother.
He's my brother. I've been thinking a lot. It's interesting, this prefect's bathroom. It's very luxurious. And of
God,
course,
it is.
Of course it makes total sense that the prefects have their own bathroom. Let them shit in peace.
Dumbledore doesn't have his own bathroom. He was telling us 2 chapters ago how he have to do a 5-minute walk to the bogs.
Dumbledore's sitting in a chamber pot in the corridors at night.
And the prefects have got this bloody Ritz Hotel luxurious bathroom. I bet it's got a bidet.
That's what Dumbledore sees in the mirror of Erised, him on a toilet.
Yeah.
Stays sat in front pretending.
It's me having a shit. That's what I see, Harry. What do you see, lad? Oh, your mum and dad. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Carry on.
Fair enough. But I can't imagine. I mean, I know it's a boarding school, so it's a bit different. But can you imagine having a bath at school?
Also, this is prefect's bathroom. There is male and female prefects and one bath.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
What's this little swingers club?
Hey.
Are they taking in their keenies? There's a diving board.
I wondered about that. What?
Diving board is taking the piss.
What are they doing in there? Getting a brick from the bottom? You're going to be watching yourself. Right, you're going to be getting into your pyjamas and you're going to pretend that brick is your sister and you're going to save her.
That brick is your sister.
Yeah. All right.
Right?
Yeah. Right. Hey, this week, because it's last week of term, we're going to have a floater session. Did you ever have that? Did you learn to swim in a swimming club?
Not in Wales, I didn't.
No, in Wales you did. Well, at the end of every course of 12 weeks, we'd have a floater session where you could just have fun on the floaters for an hour. You didn't have to do 'cause normally you had to do lengths and exercises and stuff. But you got to pick a floater from the box and float on it for an hour.
Ah.
It could be a noodle, a big noodle. It could be a paddle board, or it could be a rubber ring.
Did I ever tell you the story about me going swimming?
No.
So, in primary school, I must have told this story. Please stop me if I've told this story, because I've only got so many stories, listeners, right?
Yeah.
And this has been so many episodes. I'm sorry if I've retold this, but this dwells in my mind. And at the time, me and my friend James Fisher said, we will never speak of this ever again. I was staying around James Fisher's house, and he was like a rock star now, I think.
Is he?
Yeah. I was staying around at James Fisher's house, and his dad was like, hey, let's go swimming, right?
Yeah.
So we go to some swim baths, yeah. We go in, there's no one on the booth, yeah. But we can hear people in the pool.
Yeah.
James Fisher's dad goes, oh, it must just be, go in and swim if you want. Free swim today, maybe.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay. He goes, you boys go get changed into your swimming costumes.
Swimming costumes? What were you wearing?
Swimming shorts.
Swimming shorts, yeah.
Yeah. So he goes, you boys go in, right? Have I told you any of this?
No, this is not ringing any bells.
You boys go in, start getting changed, right? And then I'll be with you in a minute. So he goes back to the car, and we go in and get changed, right?
Yeah.
in this change room, we look round. It's a lot of dads, and they're very young kids, like very young boys.
Right, yeah.
And we're like, seems a bit unusual. And we're like, maybe, year six. Could I have been older than year 6? Because I've done this in high school. That'd be mental, that, if we did. Maybe I was a teenager.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't tell.
Did you know James Fisher from primary school?
Yeah. But then we continued the friendship into teenage years.
Let's say you're 15.
Maybe not that old.
12.
Must have been year 6. Maybe like 10 or something, or 11.
Yeah.
Say I'm 11.
Yeah.
Then, could be in year 7. Then...
Right, get on with the bloody story, will you?
So we're in the changing rooms.
Yeah.
And then some swimming instructor comes in and looks at us, and he starts scolding us. He goes, what the hell do you two think you're doing?
Oh.
And we couldn't explain ourselves because we wouldn't stop shouting in front of all these people.
Yeah.
And we're children.
Yeah.
And he's like, just thought you'd come in, did you? And start having a swim. Think you own the place, dear? And we were like, no, we were like, because, we've been told by his dad to do that.
Yeah.
And he's scolding us like mad. And he's like, get dressed now, you little freaks. Like that.
Freaks?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
More or less.
Well, yeah. Right.
And it was, honestly, it went on. It was one of the most traumatic things ever that made me...
Yeah, it does sound horrible.
Made me resent people in my life. Just as he's finished scolding us, and he's continues scolding us as we're getting dressed in front of all these people.
Right.
And then James Fisher's dad pokes his head around the curtain. He goes, is the swim on today? And he turns to his dad and goes, oh, no, not today, no. And then we walk out, having never told his dad about the awful experience. And as we walked out, James said, we'll never speak of that ever again. And that used to keep me up at night.
Yeah, and you've kept it secret until today.
I don't know. I think about it all the time, but yeah.
Yeah, well...
What do you think it means?
Do you feel better now that you've got it off your chest? That's like 20 years of torment.
No, but it is nice knowing that other people know that story now.
Yeah, that's true.
Gives them another piece of the puzzle, why I am the way I am. Doesn't it?
Yeah. This is, there are 199 chapters in the Harry Potter series, and this is a 199-piece puzzle of Tom's character, and you're about nearly halfway through.
Have you ever gone through anything like that?
Well, I don't know if I've told you the story that...
Someone reprimanding you for something you haven't done.
Well, did I tell you that my swimming teacher got sacked because she dunked my head under the water? Did I tell you about that? She used to teach me how to swim, and she'd be like, right, you need to learn how to be under the water, and she used to hold my head under the water with her hand.
How old was this?
She must have been in her 60s, I would say. But then somebody in the cafe saw her and complained, and then she got suspended.
Suspended?
Yeah.
So she didn't lose it forever?
No, she came back to work there, yeah.
Lucky... If you try and drown Lucas Kirkby and you get to keep your job,
yeah,
you are one lucky person.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But yeah, bloody hell.
But what is it with swimming teachers that they are out of their minds?
Yeah, well, I don't know, because that woman, her mum worked there as well, and her mum was about 90, and she would teach at the swimming pool as well. But she was a lot more, she was a lot nicer, I think.
She wasn't as strong.
No. I could push back up against her. My head would go back.
She was a walnut wisp of a woman.
Yeah, so bloody hell. But hey, I was quite good at swimming when I was younger. They asked me to join a club, but I didn't want to commit all my time. But I once took part in a swimming gala, and I won the backstroke. How do you feel about that? It's good, isn't it?
I'm ecstatic.
It's the only race I've ever won. And it was a backstroke, and I knew I'd finish because my head hit the wall.
I love that.
And then I got up, and I was like, who won? I went, it's you.
Do you know what that makes me feel?
What?
Makes me feel like a caravan that couldn't move. Then it got some wheels, and it could move.
Ecstatic.
I'm ecstatic!
To quote Tom Little.
Oh,
I'm ecstatic, Your Honour.
we have a lovely friend who's a comic called Tom Little, and he
It's one of
talks
his
like
jokes.
that. That's one of his jokes. But yeah, we love Tom Little. Yeah. But yeah, bloody... Why would you have a diving board in a prefect's bathroom? Like,
Yeah,
imagine
a nude dive.
Yeah, you're there, right, with a loafer, scrubbing your armpits, right?
A loafer? What's this? A leather shoe?
No,
a loafer.
Oh, a loafer, maybe. Maybe a loafer at his Hogwarts. A loafer, then. You're there scrubbing yourself down, and then suddenly you hear, Geronimo! Bloody hell, and you see a prefect's bollocks flying through the air. Excuse me, I'm trying to have my bath.
Ginger bollocks if it's Percy.
Oh, no. I can't imagine him doing a dive bomb, though, can you?
Might cut loose in the prefect's bathroom. Who knows?
No. He'll be doing breaststroke widths with his... not letting his head go under the water.
Like a mum.
Like a mum. My mum's like that. She never used to get her hair wet at
Mum's
the
in the
swimming
pool.
pool.
Mum's in the pool.
She used to go swimming every week, and I don't think one hair on her head ever got wet. She was just like a floating skull gliding through the water.
A floating skull gliding through the water. I'll make sure to include that in my best man speech.
Well, my mum listens to this
And
podcast.
of course, Susan Kirkby is here, who can best be described as a floating skull floating through the water, gliding through the water.
Yeah, like a swan.
I want to look at her, nodding, smiling. She is. There she is, floating skull herself.
Oh, I am sorry, mother. Yeah.
Moaning Myrtle is in the bathroom. Hi, everyone. It's me, Moaning Myrtle. Listen to me moan.
Oh!
Oh!
She's always bloody moaning, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why is Harry doing lengths? He's gone to figure out this clue. And I thought, hey, while I'm here, he's going up and down doing the front crawl.
Now, consider me ignorant, but in my opinion, a bath that you cannot stand up in and is wide enough to swim in is not a bath.
No, it's not.
That'd be a pool.
Yeah. Because a bath is supposed to be relaxing. You can't have a bath if you're treading water the whole time.
And also, what a waste of energy. You can tell it's 1991 by the fact the heating prices are so low.
no,
that you can heat this swimming pool.
And fill it up.
Yeah.
It's like 20 taps. Like what? And he's using every bloody bit of shampoo they've got. Each tap has got like a different type of bubble bath in it or whatever. Right, Harry, you've used up all of our week's allowance of bubble bath.
I bet that smells lovely, doesn't it? Oh, you smell interesting. What aftershave is that? I'm wearing 7 different types. All right. I'll leave you alone at this party then. Thank you.
Hey, what shampoo have you got? Oh, well, it's lime and strawberry and mint and fruits of the forest and coconut and lemon. That's lovely. Yeah.
Harry says to me, Myrtle's having a good gawp at Harry. She's been in there for a while, peeping at him through wherever. A tap, a U-bend, who knows. And he goes, Myrtle, I'm not wearing anything. Harry, she's dead.
Yeah.
Give her something. Show her a cheek.
Yeah, let her have a little bit of shoulder at least. Come on. Come on, lad. She's been murdered, for God's sake.
Come on, lad.
She's your age as well, isn't she?
Come on, lad.
It's not like she's a bloody creepy adult.
Cracking arse, Harry.
Stop it, Sean!
He puts under the water and he hears it. The riddle. We're mermaids. We're going to nick your friend and you got to get him back.
Yeah.
Learn to breathe underwater. All right?
Yeah.
He listens to it again 4 times till he's memorised it.
Yeah.
So they're telling me he goes off with his Marauder's map, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He goes left. Goes right.
Yeah.
And he sees Barty Crouch on it, doesn't he?
And he can't resist. He can't just let a mystery be a mystery. He's like, well, I've got to go to Snape's office and see what this is all about. Harry, You've got enough to be thinking about. You've got this second task coming up in a week. Don't be looking for Barty Crouch. Also, why not? Why wouldn't... How does he know he's snooping around? He's just in the room. He could be, waiting for Snape.
And you're telling me, right, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
This Marauders map knows the exact placement of people's foots. This Marauders map
feet.
knows the exact... What did I say?
Foots.
This Marauders map
Yeah.
knows how exactly people's names are spelled.
Yeah.
You're telling me Barty Crouch did not have the bit that Junior on the end?
I know, exactly. Like, come on.
You're telling me it doesn't have JR there?
Yeah. Eh?
Huh?
Yeah. Well, I know, because it's got the whole thing Bartemius, hasn't it? It's not just like Barty Crouch. Junior. I know.
Because would that be your name? If you called Junior, if you are say like, I don't know, if you are Junior, would they put that on your birth certificate or your driving licence?
No, it's just a thing you say, innit?
Then they've got away with it.
That's
Fair then. If it's not on your driving licence,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
They've got away with it.
Because if there's two, Jamie Boyles at Hogwarts.
Who's Jamie Boyle?
No one.
Oh.
But if there was two of them, it
yeah.
wouldn't say Jamie Boyle 1, Jamie Boyle 2, would it?
No, so you would not be able to differentiate between the Jamie Boyles. Well, that's right, because there must be like...
That's right.
That's right. Because in my school, like, there were loads of people with, like, the surname Williams. There were loads of people with the name Tom, I had a friend called Tom Williams. There could be two. And you wouldn't know which one it was, would you?
There's at least two Aled Jones.
Yeah, that's true. My brother-in-law and the singer. And I wouldn't stop there. I reckon there's more out there.
It's the most beautiful thing about Wales.
Yeah.
They've got about 10 names between them all.
I know. And, because I was laughing with somebody once.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's nice. That's nice, isn't it?
Have you got a story to go along with that?
Yeah, I have,
Or are you just bragging?
I'm just bragging, I've had a nice week. But I was having a laugh with them saying, like, oh, I know so many people called Jones, it's, like, ridiculous. And they were like, oh, how many? So I was like, have a guess, or whatever. How many Facebook friends do you reckon I've got with the surname Jones?
I'm guessing you've got about 1,000 friends on Facebook.
Right.
And I reckon 100 of them are Jones.
Yeah, you're right. It's about 100.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
10% of the people I know have that surname, I think.
See how many I've got?
Yeah. Does it actually tell you? It might not. Let's have a look.
I'd be able to just have a guesstimate, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 I've got. 9 out of 625.
Bloody hell.
Filch is running around because he can hear the commotion of the egg. Harry's dropped the egg and it's screaming, yeah?
Yeah.
Filch is running around thinking it's Peeves, the poltergeist.
Yeah.
And poor Filch is losing his mind, and Harry is letting him lose his mind.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Because he's crying his heart out, his tears streaming down his face.
Yeah.
He's in agony, thinking Filch is tormenting him, when really it's Harry Potter.
I
And
know.
Harry's just watching it, like, let him out of his misery.
Yeah.
How cruel is that?
I know. And you know what? Peeves, right? I know he is a pain in the arse, but he gets blamed for everything. And this happens with naughty boys. Is they're naughty, but then they get blamed for everything, and then they become more naughty because they think, even when I'm good, you don't think it's me. You think I'm the one messing about. So I might as well be a naughty little boy.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happened to Peeves.
No.
Yes. We're going to do a poll, see if you agree.
No.
Right, well, I've not done the impression for you, and you're being very difficult with me, aren't you?
No, I'm not being difficult.
You are.
I just disagree with your theory, you mad bastard.
Hey, but you got to counteract it with the points. You can't just say no, can you?
We're both wrong.
We're both wrong, all right? It's all made up. But yeah, Peeves gets blamed for bloody everything. And who should turn up in a long grey
Nighty.
nightshirt but Snape? Hey! That's nice, isn't it? A nice little number he's got on. Wee Willie Winky.
Wee Willie Winky running through the town, upstairs, downstairs, in his nightgown, peering through the windows, looking through the locks. Is everybody fast asleep? It's only 8 o'clock.
He's there.
Right?
Right.
Snape is in a nightshirt. Right, let's just cut to the fucking chase. Let's call it what it is. Let's call,
Yeah.
what it is. It's a nightie.
Yeah, it's a nightie. He's got a little nightie on, hasn't he?
He's a tease.
He's a tease, right? We can see both his knees, right? Your nightie, it don't go all the way down, does it?
He's after Filch, because Filch is meant to be in Snape's room, mending his mangled legs.
Yeah.
Right? They've been mangled for years now.
Yeah.
And he needs Filch to mend them.
You've forgotten about me tonight, haven't you, Filch? Yeah? I need you to get that tub of KY jelly, and I need you to rub my knees better, okay?
Rub my knees better, Filch.
Well, there's a bloody bit where he decides to go towards the stairs to see what's happening, because Harry gets his leg stuck in the trick step. I think, bloody hell, please don't step over Harry. Bloody, in a nightie. Oh, bloody hell. Otherwise he's going to find his new boggart. Snape's cock.
That's brilliant.
Imagine that happening the next time they got Defence Against the Dark Arts. Right, I want you to think about the thing that you fear the most. The wardrobe opens and that comes out. Whoa! Ridiculous! Ridiculous! Oh, it's got a hat on now. Oh.
For those listening, I'm sorry about that.
Maybe I should be interrupted with no more often.
Tom, why didn't you cut it? Lazy. It's very interesting, right? So Snape rocks up, doesn't he? He's like, Filch, come on, stop messing about.
Yeah.
Come with me. Someone's been in my cupboard. Someone's been mucking about. We need to find him. And Madame Moody rocks up, right?
Yeah.
Interesting little battle now between Snape and Moody. Two great minds going up against each other.
Yeah.
It's revealed that Madame Moody...
Moody.
Come on. Madame Moody has had free reign over Snape's office and... what's he call it? His potion room or whatever.
Yeah, his store cupboard.
So he knows exactly what he's got, yeah? And he's not had Dumbledore's permission to do any of this. He's just done it, yeah?
Yeah.
And Snape's let him. He's just gone, well, he is an aura. I guess I have to.
Yeah.
But what we do know, big reveal, is, it's not Madame Moody at all. It's Barty Crouch Jr., isn't it? And he's checking if he's got the ingredients to make the Polyjuice potion. And he do.
He do. It's Barty Crouch Jr.
And then these two go at each other. Barty Crouch is ready for him, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Barty Crouch is always, one step ahead.
Yeah, he's on it.
Of everyone. Watching Snape and Barty Crouch go at each other is like two Tom Lawrensons having an argument.
Yeah.
It was truly one of the most entertaining things I've ever witnessed in my life.
It is like a battle of the greats, yeah? It's Muhammad Ali against Mike Tyson. It's Federer against Nadal. It's Tom Lawrenson against Tom Lawrenson. Oh, and Madame Moody gets the better of him, doesn't he? Can I tell you, this made me laugh. When he's trying to get Filch to go to his office, Snape. He's like, come to my office. And Filch is like, it's Peeves. And Snape goes, no, it's not Peeves, because I've locked... what does he say? He says, I seal my office with a spell none but a wizard could break. Well, that's good in a magic school, isn't it? Hey, everyone's a bloody wizard in this school. Hey, look, I've locked my door so that only a human could get in. Right, we're all human. We can all get into this bloody office. Why has he done a spell that any wizard could get through.
Why don't they just, I don't know why Peeves and Moaning Myrtle have got free reign over this school.
No, I
Peeves
don't.
is like, smashing things up. And Moaning Myrtle is peeping on the kids.
I know, but then we read about the fact that they once tried to catch Peeves, and he ended up going even worse.
Yeah, but if you can keep him out of one room, they can keep him out of every room.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. Why don't Snape just do it with every room and then, I don't know, leave him in the conservatory or something?
Leave him in Hagrid's hut.
Oh, my God. Hasn't Hagrid been through enough?
Poor old Hagrid.
Than having Peeves throw Fang about.
All right, everyone. That always gets a big laugh. All right, everyone. It's me, Hagrid.
It's me, Hagrid. Sorry about that.
One of my favourite bit about this chapter is when Harry and Mad-Eye Moody are having like a little discussion,
Yeah.
He says, there's one thing I hate, and that's a Death Eater that walks free.
Oh, yeah.
Which goes perfect in line, because it says at this moment that Mad-Eye Moody was talking as though no one was listening to him, yeah?
Yeah.
Which means that even though that fits into the aura mindset of actual Mad-Eye Moody,
Yeah.
a Death Eater that walking free, it also fits in perfectly with Barty Crouch Jr. having to go to prison and resenting all of the Death Eaters like Snape
Yeah.
and Malfoy for getting to walk around.
Oh, you've thought about that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was just reading it. You're there with the subtext. And, it's the benefit of rereading a book. Because if you didn't know the story, you wouldn't be getting that insight, would you? God, it's clever.
I'm Thumper.
Now, Moody sees... I wouldn't be able to not piss myself laughing at this sight, right? Because he can see Harry through the invisibility cloak, right? So he's got Filch and his cat, right? Snape in a nightie.
Yeah.
And then Harry Potter with his leg stuck in a step, holding an egg. Oh, no, he's lost the egg at this point, hasn't he?
Oh.
I think I'd just piss myself laughing, would you?
If you were who?
If I was Moody, because he can see Harry, can't he, stuck in the step.
The thing is, what you got to understand is Mad-Eye Moody has got like higher stakes.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's got a big plan he's trying to unhatch. No time for laughter.
Oh, not even a giggle? Not even a titter?
Oi!
What?
Saying titty.
No, I'm saying titter like a...
You weren't... You said titty.
No.
Right. Crouch is very clever, right? Because he asks Harry... He sees the Marauders map by Crouch Jr. And he sees its capabilities.
Yeah.
And he says to Harry, can I borrow this? And Harry, impressed with Mad-Eye Moody, it's like, yes, you can. He could have easily confiscated it.
Yeah.
Could have easily confiscated it.
Yeah.
But by asking Harry if he could borrow it, it's giving Harry, the illusion that he's his friend.
Yeah.
And he's going to continue trusting him.
Yeah.
Because if he'd been like, all right, I'm confiscating this, Harry might have backs off a bit going, do you know what? You're just like the others, aren't you? You're a bastard, Your Honour.
Well, he's playing into Harry's God complex. Being like, oh, that's brilliant, that. Can I borrow it? And I was thinking, oh, Mad-Eye Moody thinks I'm cool. Yeah, of course you can borrow it, lad.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The thing is, one look, because Harry is about to go off looking at the map again, and his cover would be blown because he would instantly see Barty Crouch on the map again, wouldn't he? Where Moody's just been. So, no wonder Moody wanted the bloody map. They're giving the game away.
Yeah.
And finally, before he goes back to the common room, he gives him a careers advice meeting, doesn't he? Careers guidance.
But you could be an aura too,
Yeah, you could be an aura, couldn't you? And Harry is actually a bit mature when he's in his bed, because he's thinking, bloody hell, if I end up like that, I don't want to be an aura, maybe. Because Moody is so bloody damaged, physically and mentally, through his job. Harry's like, not for me, if that's happening, maybe.
Yeah, I want... Moody, before I agree to your terms, I'd like to see every other aura known to man. Are they sexy, or are they like you?
Hey, look, Harry, I'll show you all the other auras. Me and you, we're going to St. Mungo's first thing tomorrow. You can meet them all.
That's lovely. Right. How many bathing boys are you giving this chapter out of 5?
I enjoyed this chapter, actually. It was really good. Do you know what? It was bloody I felt tension reading it. You know, when he was, like, nearly getting caught by Snape and Filch. I was genuinely like, oh, no. Because this isn't in the book, is it? It's not in the film, sorry. So I like that. I like that we were in the bathroom. It's lovely to see Myrtle again. I know she's a miserable cow, but it's nice to see her, nonetheless. I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm going to give this, do you know what, 5 bouncing bathy boys out of 5.
All right. For me, I like this chapter because we get these once in a blue moon. It's a Harry Potter solo chapter. He goes off on his own to do a little mystery, and there's no, like, you know, it's interesting when he's alone and talking to different characters other than Ron and Hermione. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
He has a bath, he swims about, and he has a creep about the castle. I loved it. For that reason, I give this chapter 4 bathing boys out of 5.
Lovely.
Are you ready for quiz?
Yes.
Quiz.
We're going to ask you some questions. How well will you do? We're going to ask you about animal news. How well will you do? I'll blow you a kiss.
Question 1. What is the password to the prefect's bathroom?
Pine fresh.
Correct. How did Moody's mouth look?
Oh, scarred.
It was a lopsided gash of a mouth.
Oh.
How did Snape's temple look?
Oh, I know this. It was a greasy temple.
Correct. What kind of glare did Moody give Harry?
A penetrating glare.
Good boy.
Yes.
And question 5. What is the last word of the chapter?
I revised this because you ask me this every week. It's career.
Correct. Unfortunately, you've lost the quiz.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Quiz.
Can I ask you some questions? How well will you do? Quiz. Can I ask you about Harry Potter, Lucas? How well will you do? I'll blow you a kiss. Now it is time for the nation's second favourite segment. It's Hedwig's Droppings. We're not alluding to owl poo, we're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. What's in a beak this week, Cheap? Well, this week we've had a lovely message from Lloyd John Coulson. I think this might be Lloyd that we met in the show.
Tell me more.
So Lloyd says, "Hi guys, writing in as requested by Tom in episode 53 to say I recognised and loved his rendition of the work-in-progress version of Heartsick from School of Rock." Do you remember that?
Yeah. Of everyone who's ever listened, you're the second to ever message me about that, Lloyd.
Lovely. Also, I have to shout out my friend Alice for recommending you guys to me. I've been binging while I recovered from COVID. Really looking forward to seeing you guys in Leeds. It's got to be him.
Man's a binger.
It's Topless Lloyd.
Lloyd be a binger.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Hey, and we also must wish a very special happy birthday. Now, Ellen Crowley's been in touch to say that it is her boyfriend Dan's birthday on the 14th of May, which is coming up this week. So, happy birthday, Dan.
It's a birthday boy's boyfriend birthday, Dan. Happy birthday, Dan.
He likes to listen to the podcast when he's doing a long drive up to Scotland, back to the base where he works as a Marine.
Ooh.
That's good, isn't it? Hey, getting them Marines through training, aren't we, with the Pottervision Podcast?
A lot of tough boys listen to this podcast, don't they?
Yeah.
For a while I was thinking it was tough girls, but I guess now it's tough boys too.
Tough boys too. Hey, you know because you're listening to it. Tough people listen to Pottervision and Dan's one. Happy birthday, Dan. Hedwig's Droppings. This has been the Pottervision Podcast. Thank you ever so much for listening. We love you a lot. We've got 2 more dates on our tour. We are going to be in Brighton next Monday, and we're going to be in London next Sunday. I did them out of order. All the ticket links are at pottervision.com, and we're also back at the Edinburgh Fringe this year from the 4th to the 24th of August, every day at 1:30, and we'd love to see you there. We're hoping to do some new scenes, aren't we? That's going to be exciting. So we hope to see you at the Edinburgh Fringe. Also, me and Tom are doing a special one-off stand-up show before I piss off to Germany. That's going to be on the 26th of May in Manchester, and there are still some tickets available for that. All of these links that I'm talking about, you don't have to remember them. You just go to pottervision.com and they're all bloody there. If you want to support us further, we are on Patreon, patreon.com/Pottervision, and we've just released last week us talking about the film Twilight, and loads of people are saying how it's one of their favourite episodes, so definitely get on that. You have been a told-off swimmer, Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been a mint green Lucas Kirkby.
See you next week, episode 83, chapter 26, The Second Task. Goodbye.